Oh my goodness, Shoshana, come on. Oh, it's so good. Okay, right. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jennifer Glatzhofer, a musical theatre performer, a voice teacher, and today I will be reacting to and analysing Shoshana Bean's performance of Make It Rain. Thank you to those of you who have been leaving comments for me to check this performance out. The day is finally here, I am ready. Now this is a reaction and analysis video, so I will be stopping and talking about what I'm hearing vocally. If you'd rather watch the full thing with no cuts and no pauses, I will pop the original in the description below for you to go and check out. If you like what I'm doing over here on YouTube, then please do consider supporting me over on Patreon. The link will be in the description below as well. Before we do get onto the reaction and analysis part of the video, please do go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell button to be notified anytime I post. Let's go. Does she just do a little...
When the sins of my father weigh down in my soul, and the pain of my mother, oh, it will not let me go.
Oh my goodness, I am feeling this. Whoa. Shoshana's placement, it's so kind of very forward placed, and it's kind of like she's not really moving her mouth as much. It's kind of like there. And then as soon as we drop to those lower notes, we did hear a little bit more of a lowered larynx to kind of get that even more darker and yawn-like if you want. Didn't feel heavy, but we have manipulated the larynx a little bit there. Oh, but those... Let me go back to this a little second.
Way down in my soul.
Soul. It's so tiny. And just... oh, so delicate. One more time.
Way down in my soul.
Yeah, it's like the vocal folds are just touching enough so we can hear it. There's a little bit of vocal fry in there as well. Oh my god, there's so much happening in this little bit.
The pain.
And the pain. Listen how much pain she has in that. Sorry, I'm real breaking this down. But the there's a little bit of a cry. And then she flips up to, we hear that audible flip, up to her head voice. Pain. And we favor towards an E vowel sound. Nice. Oh, that bass.
The pain of my mother, oh, it will not let me go.
Oh, can you hear that?
Well, I know there can come fire from the sky to refine the purest of kings.
Oh, that tone.
Even though I know this fire brings me pain, even so, and just the same.
Yeah, oh, it's like she's making so many sounds with her voice and adding them to the words. That last part, there was a little bit of like a kind of tug up here, say, kind of like on a vowel sound rather than the word, if that makes sense. Let me just...
Even so.
So, for example, so, even so... I went a bit wrong there, but like she closes it up and then she hovers on the ooh, which we don't go so. So she is continuing, which is quite a jazzy kind of technique. She's continuing with a sound rather than the word.
and just the same.
Say, and then she pouts there again. Let's listen to that whole thing so you can hear everything.
Oh, this fire brings me pain, even so, and just the same.
Yeah.
Make it rain, make it rain.
Ooh.
Now, make it rain, make it rain.
Yes.
Make it rain, please make it rain now on me. Make it rain, make it rain.
Oh. Yeah, there are so many jazz kind of techniques. Obviously, that's the feel of it as well. But there are so many lingers on ums at the end. Rain. We're just hovering on that end. And that grit to her voice. Oh my goodness, this suits you.
Now seed, it needs a woman
The storytelling.
to grow up from the ground.
Ugh, another manipulation of the larynx.
But it just keeps on getting harder. Oh, the hunger more profound. So let the sky fill with thunderous applause, and let lightning be the vein
So the instrumentation as well.
to fill the sky with all that they can draw when it's time to make a change.
Oh my goodness, Shoshana, come on. Oh, it's so good. Okay, right. That little growth, you can hear how much breath at the top. We started with a little bit of a aspirate kind of onset. We had a lot of that kind of like a silent scream. Like a lot like that. And then that tone, the vocal folds found their closure to get that. But we're in a light, we're not going like reaching with where are we? What note? So Shoshana is beautifully balancing, starting off with that aspirate onset as we just mentioned on that F5. About to be in her second passage, right? So the vocal folds really, really thin. We know that a lot of mixing has to happen. Because we've approached this breath-like, we're already in this thin, tiny place, and those vocal folds need to work so hard to get that resistance to close so we get that clear sound, which then she produces splendidly. But before that, there is so much fun with her voice. This is so... I'm gobsmacked.
To fill the sky with all
fricatives.
that they can draw when it's time
This part.
to make a change.
And then she finds that with a growl right at the end. I added the growl in the wrong part, but that grit that comes in.
To make a change.
Full with grit.
Make it rain.
Yes.
Make it rain down on me. Make it rain. Make it rain. Make it rain. Please, Lord, rain down on me.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm enjoying myself. That little kind of like face that we pull again makes it really, really darker. She is beautifully going through different little sections and showing so much of her vocal ability in this one little section throughout the whole entire song, but just here especially. So the reason why Shoshana's mixed belt, her belt sounds so great and healthy is because she has a developed head voice. You can hear that on that please, I think it was on that word. We'll go back again. She shoots up there and it's so pure. It's so strong and developed that then she has that ability to apply that into her belt so that it's not heavy if she's belting up high, which she is in here. There is also a lovely moment when she leans back. Her core is engaged, that breath support is there helping her. It's so nice to see.
Make it rain. Make it rain.
Nice little descent there.
Seas filled with water that stops by the shore.
That was so spoken like.
It's like the riches of grandeur.
Oh.
Ooh, they never reach the poor.
Oh, that was really nice. It kind of like she came off her vocals there. Ooh, then it kind of came off a little bit like a crack, but it's not, because it's going with the emotion. This is where, like, you know, you've worked so hard on your technique. You've worked through your phrases. You're starting to develop a mixed voice. And then when you go ahead and perform, you don't want to be thinking about that. You want to be thinking about the performance, about the storytelling, about what you're singing about. You don't want to be thinking, okay, I want my arm to be here. I want to breathe at this part. I want to make sure my stomach is engaged. Where's my, like, that should all be already in your natural habit when you go ahead and perform, because that's the whole point of singing lessons. That's the whole point of your own practicing. And so here, when this kind of like, you know, the storytelling is taking over here. So we are feeling what she is singing. We are feeling the emotion and the passion. And Shoshana Bean has got such an ease and relaxed poise about it all. And yet there's so much happening vocally. Goodness me, thank you for suggesting this to me.
Of grandeur. Ooh, they never reach the poor.
That little part.
Well, I know there can come tears from the eyes, but they may as well be in vain.
The whole body's involved.
Even though I know these tears come with pain, even so, just the same, make it rain, make it rain,
Oh my God.
make it
I did not want to interrupt that pure pain. Oh my God. Well, luckily I did, because the camera was about to die. Gee whiz. Like, it's like, you know, it's a guttural sound. And that whole, every time that I mention things about, like, you know, the cry, the whine, it is here. You know what? I reacted to Hayley Reinhardt like a month ago or something. Similar sorts of things here are happening. She is using sounds and including it into this music setting, and including it into her singing. It's all applicable. Obviously the sound, you know, it's all happening there anyway, and it just feels like a whole body's taking over, that I need to listen to this and get like a part. It's, oh my God. It's like she's just calling out for help. And did you hear those top notes? Like, where did that go? Whistle, where are we? Did I just hit a F6? Did I? I'm shook too. I did not think I could do that. But anyway, go Shoshana, like, you know, this is why it sounds like she is in pain. Like this, she would not be able to get that so purely and so beautifully placed if she was hurting herself. Like, so relaxed. And like, her whole body is there. That squat. Oh, back to that breath. Love live performances. That was a nice little... Right, before I go on, because my battery's about to die, I just love how still she is here, completely contrasting to what we just saw. Taking that moment. We are. Good, you take that moment. She's like, I'm not leaving the character. Oh my god. And this dress, can we just take a moment? Oh my goodness. I said everything I need to say. If you watch that performance and just, you know, just watch it and don't feel anything for what she is feeling, I got nothing. Wow, like it's so, and like I mentioned halfway through watching that performance, you know, we can get so fixated on getting the right technique and making sure we sound pitch perfect at every given moment. Obviously, we want that technique there. We want to make sure our pitch is great and all this stuff, but that's what we work on in lessons. That's what we work on our own practice. When you're up on stage, we don't want to be thinking about that. Unless, like, you know, maybe you've just learned something and that's the thing that's in your mind. But in order to have a free performance, you want to be solely in the moment, right? Thinking about the words, thinking about, not what you have for dinner. That's what came up in my mind. But you want to be thinking about that moment. And I appreciated this performance so much. Shoshana, thank you so much for being here and watching my reaction and analysis. I enjoyed it very, very much. Leave me any comments in the comment section below of what you'd like me to react to next. Go ahead and click that subscribe button, the bell button, and the thumbs up button if you did enjoy this video. And go over and check out my Patreon as well. Thank you so much. I'll see you very soon. Bye.